I do think you maybe don't see this, but you do just like go away for a while. Like you're
it's
like
probably a good thing when you
do an unannounced Bartlett. You just take time, extended breaks.
We'll do it my pod coming some point. So
now, if you say that publicly, you're going to have to do it.
Yeah,
just going to have to.
Oh no, I will be doing it. I'm just getting recording dates.
Yeah,
I'll be in touch about it.
Oh dear, the boys are making noise. The boys are what is it called? What is the user doing right now? ASMR.
Yeah, do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I do. Let me hear. What is it you're doing? No, don't do that. You just hawk the loogie.
Don't do it before you eat.
Yeah, ASMR is where you do like the wee weird voices in the eating and stuff. Don't just go lift the sweet to your mouth and then go.
Milky Stars don't make a noise.
Oh, aye, that's what they say. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of the Sly Guy podcast. We have somebody who, to be fair, you've been someone that people have been, I don't want to say bugging me because that sounds disrespectful to the listenership, and I would never be disrespectful to the listenership, but people have been asking about you. Woodsy, you're a guy who's in demand for the podiverse.
Yeah.
I've never used that phrase, and I do want to a wee bit.
Want to retract it? Or?
Yeah. I don't actually want to, because that'll affect the algorithm at the very start of this episode, but we can edit that out.
Yeah.
We can bleep it.
That's why you get producers.
This is why we get producers. You could put, you know what's even funnier, if you talk about serious matters, if you put sound effects instead of bleeps, you put like, that's classic. There we are. Well, the long story short, people have been asking about you. How are you, Woodsy?
I'm alright, mate. Thanks for having me. We would try to do this a long time.
Yeah, I feel
to be
like,
fair, to your credit, you're one of the few that's been like, come do the podcast, but I've had shit to do.
But you know what? I have asked you a lot of times, and usually I'm a big believer in once bitten, twice shy. If I don't want to come, I'm like, well, I turn into friggin'
Robert De Niro.
Or De Niro, yeah. I was like, if you don't want to come, I'm not going to keep forcing.
That's his OnlyFans message.
Yeah. So, but then eventually the stars did align. We got a date, and here we are.
Yeah, it was for good reasons that I had to pull it. I wasn't just being like, oh, I'm sitting and chicken licking.
But you are a renowned guy for not pulling out now.
Yeah.
You're a fella. If anyone says anything about Woodsy, you like leave it in.
Oh yeah, I leave it on to gently poach.
Just gently poach, and I like it.
Spin it around and bring it to the boil.
We're here now, and
dip it in vinegar.
We're it's just good. It's just good.
Yeah.
So for those that are going like, where's he been on the pod? What's been going on? What has happened in your life? You've something.
Well, the big thing was obviously becoming a dad for the second time in January.
No, you've already become a dad.
Yeah.
So you're not becoming a dad again. You just had another one.
Yeah. Was that wrong? Is that wrong grammatically?
Don't try to like degrade yourself because you're not becoming a dad. You're already a dad. You'll forever
but
be
in
a
my
dad.
heart, my soul, I became a dad a second time.
Yeah. Oh, so you're like first one. You're like, I don't really like him. We'll go again. Now I'm a dad.
Yeah. He's
yes. Yeah. Father Maxing sounds like a character that'd be in the diocese somewhere, doesn't it? Yeah. Father Maxing, the most jack guy that would be in some sort of rom-com, and all the women would be like, oh, Father Maxing, squirt. Yeah. Father Squirt. Yeah. That sounds awful.
Yeah. His first name is Pepsi. But yeah, I became a dad again. I know you don't like the phrasing of that, but I've got nothing else in the barrel in terms of the phrasing of that.
Have you had a snip?
I'm going to message Butler and go on Snip Advisor and see what the crack is.
I mean, that would be a great place, because I've heard, right now, just again, it's very personal to ask here, but are you still, have you decommissioned, or are you still?
No, the contract's still up for renewal.
Good, right, that's okay, because there's no arms dump anywhere.
Yeah, it's a pair play.
Yeah, what we're saying is, and I've thought about it, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared that it mightn't be a fun experience. It's like when people just, I think, willy-nilly, no pun intended, decide to get circumcised.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, that's maybe a wee bit, like, I would worry that if they didn't, like, it feels away.
Yeah.
I've had that all my days. So they trim it and it's like a wee bit taut or something. I would like it.
So you're saying that what did you say there? You said something about it being fun.
Yeah, I'm used to what's going on down there. So if there's the snip, or if there's a circumcision that goes on, and it doesn't quite feel how it did. It feels a bit queer. I'm not going to like that. You know what I mean?
So she said like it's not as fun as it could have been. You're like, what does it need for you to be fun? Like, what are you expecting? You're expecting like bouncy castle?
Yeah, well, no,
strobe lights.
Because what I mean is like what happens if you get a wee snip? And then you get like the feeling of being electrocuted in your testicles all the time. Yeah. Just wee nerve damage or something. I don't know.
There's bound to be some sort of sensation though, wasn't there?
Like
you can't just be like, didn't even feel it.
I'd rather just have them just like, they do with like goats, cut a wee slit and rip them off. That would suit me better. I'd rather be a eunuch basically than to get the snips, what I'm saying.
You've mastered the look already.
Yeah, of a eunuch.
Yeah, Quaker Oats.
Yeah,
Elliott.
you know what? Listen, God forgive me for trying a new look. God forbid I try something a bit different. For those that are audio listeners, I am wearing. What would you describe this as?
You've been hanging out with Stephen Nolan too much, I think.
I mean, it is definitely a Nolan look,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It's like you're going to a cricket after party. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
You've just won big at local domestic cricket,
yeah,
whatever that means. And you and, let's face it, other prods
yeah,
are just
yeah.
spitting out cordial at each other and talking about their respective cravats and how lentils are lovely.
Yeah, well, you know what? I feel like I'm trying this the once. As I left the house, Catherine walked in and saw me. She went,
Yeah.
and I was like, what? And she goes, I just don't know if that works.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, well, we'll see about that. And here we are, and we'll see about this comment. Let me know what you think of the look.
When
Is it a vibe? Is it not?
when you get the snip, could you wear everything? Or actually, maybe just the shirty bit
Yeah.
and nothing else?
I mean,
when
what
you
I
get the
could do
snip?
if I got the snip, I would just have and what's mental is this doesn't have a normal top button. This has actually thrown me massively. I went to do a top button here and it doesn't have it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't actually.
I don't know if this is the
Yeah.
cut or the fit. Is that what they call the cut of a shirt or the fashion, the style?
That's actually, I think that's called a camp collar shirt.
Oh, is it? Why? Because dudes wear it at camps. Like, because if I do top button, then I look a wee bit like I might be like cartel,
Yeah.
Mexican. Hey, hombre. Can you say that anymore? I don't know. I know.
Can't say anything anymore.
Hey, brother. It works. But you know what? We're trying new things. I'm getting close to 40 now. I need to find who I am.
Yeah.
See, before I get the snip, I need to try a different fashion.
Yeah.
And then once I find the fashion, I'll come in one day, fedora, monocle and a chain, some rings,
Yeah.
and one earring, and then I'll be like, I'm comfortable in myself.
You know those suits where like the back is really really long.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're at a grand piano.
Yeah.
Just fucking-
Oh man, I hate the new cuts of suits that people wear nowadays. They're definitely Nazi suits. You know, the ones that have the proper like they're buttoned across.
I have seen those. I think that's a wee bit OTT. To be
I
honest.
think so too.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No.
Saying as a fashion expert, clearly sitting here,
Yeah.
but I don't like it.
You know what? This is what I get an awful lot in this podcast. I have opinions on things. As somebody that's alive in this world, we're entitled to it.
Yeah.
Certainly, there are in areas that maybe people think don't comment on that. For example, Cynthia Erivo's physique, Ariana Grande's physique. People are like, you shouldn't be talking about that.
Do you know apparently they're not mates anymore?
I could well believe it. You know why? Very intense.
Yeah, that it seemed
Very
like a lot, didn't
intense.
it?
And what do you know what the breakup was? Because we know on this podcast, friends of the show, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were big listeners. to the
No,
Sly Guy
I've only
podcast.
heard gossip from the Daily Mail,
Okay.
but I have heard
Why is there no
Also-
daily female?
through through TikTok as well that apparently Ariana said that it was almost like a mind thing. Like Cynthia Erivo was nearly taking over her mind and causing her to have these issues with her physique.
Oh wow! So she was mind maxing her. Whoa!
Yeah.
What was she saying? Don't eat that. Don't eat ever again. I'm saying.
So I have heard that it was for reasons that maybe control reasons. Like Cynthia was like
coercive?
controlling her or something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, this is all alleged. I don't know.
Yeah. Now Cynthia does have the vibe of somebody that may or may not dabble in witchcraft.
Yeah, she's got that vibe. Those fingers, it's like two whisks.
Yeah,
It's like-
the fingers and like, listen, you know me, I'm part of the community, but the bald head throws me a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like there's something weird. I've always found it funny when a bald head's let loose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do. I've seen Black Panther. Yeah.
Like, you know, do you know whatever. Like, do you know of the band Disturbed?
yes.
Their lead singer,
Oh,
David Draymond.
Yeah.
He lets his bald head loose, and I find it really off-putting. Like when
Yeah.
a bald head's just swinging, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird. And
Yeah.
I find like Cynthia Erivo has those fingers,
Yeah.
has the nose piercings, has bejewels.
Yeah.
And she just lets her head swing.
Yeah.
I think that would be very off-putting.
Yeah.
And like could be mesmerizing too.
She's a white Greg Wallace, basically.
she's the female Greg Wallace, but she lets the bald head loose, and
Yeah.
I just think it's a mesmerizing thing to behold.
I just
I can
don't
see.
understand. Her wee fingers that are quite long, like what do you call those matchsticks? Like the
Yes.
sweets,
Yes.
the chocolatey thin things. You ever
Yes.
see those? You get them at Christmas usually.
Oh,
Then
yes.
the long nails. They're not. I don't know how she does anything. So maybe she does witchcraft because she needs to levitate things around her.
Yeah.
Because how does she grab anything? How does she flick the on bean? How does the bean get fluck?
I imagine that would be quite dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd definitely be like, it'd be thin slices. Afterwards, it'd be
charcuterie.
a charcuterie.
Charcuterie. But what does she do? Does she take off the nails? Do you think because maybe like the places you put snooker cues when you're not using them?
You know, it'd be
Big
10
long
out of 10
bastards.
if it turns out she just like had little like children's hands. And when she took them all off, they were just wee stumpies.
Yeah, the Kieran Bartlett hands, as
Yes.
they call it in the industry.
Yeah, but they're you know what? They're definitely impractical.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I stopped doing it.
Yeah,
That's why I started trimming my nails.
yeah. But I just think to me, like she played, you know, on the West End, she played the role of Dracula, every single character in the Dracula
Did she really?
show. I think she was maybe trying to gun for the Nosferatu role
Mm-hmm.
because she's got that vibe, the head,
Yeah.
the fingers, the cloak.
Yeah, you'd have to do very little to, you know, the way some actors transform for roles. Like,
Yeah.
no, she just dandered in.
Yeah, and
She didn't even know she was being filmed.
yeah, just delivered.
And just built a set around
Yeah.
her. That was actually a cafe Nero. She's sitting there, just turned off the lights. And,
You know what would go viral though? Imagine a video of her drinking a coffee.
yeah.
If you like
Or-
Edward Scissorhands.
I think her with chopsticks would be amazing.
Yeah, oh,
Do you know what I mean?
just whatever can extend the fingers you want.
Ariana's hands, just there you go.
I know.
Yeah.
You know
they're
what?
two creeps. They're two creeps, man, and wicked shite. So
Oh well,
Yeah.
Woodsy, do you want to look down? We could just call her out and say, "Do better."
do better, you talentless twats. Do
Yeah.
Pick a complexion, would you, Ariana? 'Cause,
Oh wow!
yeah.
Now, Adriana, as I've said before, she listens to the show.
Does she? Eh?
Mm-hmm. So if she wants to hear it, just hear it. Do you ever
Well,
think
do
that?
the AirPods even fit in her?
Yeah, but the fitting and Cynthia, all right, with those big Nosferatu ears. But listen, come to the podcast. Let's have it out. Imagine she came on and killed me with like razor blade nails. Like, what's a film where there's an alien and it just cuts the guy straight down the middle and it's like, and then he goes and dies. That would be what happened to me.
When the shakes of barley? I know.
Could be.
Opening scene of Kingsman.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kingsman, Secret Star. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretending to do.
Yeah.
I sometimes do that. Do you ever do that?
The odd
Yeah.
time.
And people, have you seen this? And you kind of
Yeah.
think you have, and you
I
are.
haven't,
Yeah.
I haven't even seen Wicked, to be honest.
No.
I'm just being a dickhead.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Sanfrair Evo is. I'm just I'm just playing along for the purpose of the pod.
She used to be a
Do you?
chef.
What's your name?
Pardon? Yeah. No, it's hard to know, but I don't think I do know Kingsman for that. But I yeah. And then sometimes people will be like this, you don't know, and you are pretending. Sometimes you have guests, you have to pretend you know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Do you though? Or are you pretending for the...
I do.
Do you? I don't buy it at all.
Do.
Do you?
But do you actually not like Ariana?
I think she has a wee bit of a gimp these days.
Yeah. I do find there's a lot more gimpage kicked
Sorry,
up
she
there.
identifies as a gimp these days.
She actually did. Didn't she do a gimp? She dressed as a gimp for a bit. Didn't like one of her album covers, she was like gimped up.
When she wears
Have
just a
look at
leather
that
glove.
Ariana Grande leather gimp face. I mean, just
Okay,
go
I'll
in,
Google
just go into your photo album there.
As if you haven't already.
Yeah. Ariana Gimp.
Refresh, and that's you.
Ariana Gimp. That would be a shit name, wouldn't it?
It's better than Ariana Grande. It just sounds
Yeah.
like a coffee order.
It does. Gives the Ariana Grande, and then that's the order.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
a skinny
Cynthia has to
latte,
make it
that's
up. Oh, meow.
But like it's just there's a point where like you look too thin, and you don't look like you're gonna survive.
Yeah.
So if you see
I get that a
Christmas,
lot.
God bless. You know what I mean?
So
yeah,
do.
about like a gimp bunny.
Yeah.
But though on Zoolander 2,
Uh-huh.
full gimp.
Oh wow.
Really?
So she's got a history of Gimp.
Yeah.
Look at this.
She was in Zoolander 2? Yeah.
Oh wow. Have you seen Zoolander 2?
No, but it's shite.
You-
I would assume. I would naturally assume.
Yeah. Guys, more of you are discovering the dirty little secret that is the Sly Guy Podcast Patreon. That's right, we have bonus content, especially after this main episode's done. We jump over with the Sly Guy Podcast, which is just continuing the main episode, but a wee bit more X-rated and a bit more adult, if you know what I mean. Sex. So, if you want more of that, you head on over to Patreon. If you just want some bonus stand-up content, question, asking capabilities, the extra Sly Guy podcast every week, and just vlogs and other bits and bobs, head on over to patreon.com/Sly Guy podcast and stop wasting your time on all the other shit Patreons that there are when you could come to ours, alright? Guys, I have to talk to you about my tour because I need to sell tickets, so there you go. I'm doing everywhere you want to see me. Where do you want to see me, Woodsy?
Sierra Leone.
Not everywhere. Not everywhere. Most places. If you want to see me in Swansea, I'm there. I'm in Glasgow, I'm in Edinburgh, I'm in Newcastle, I'm in London, I'm in Liverpool. People should definitely get Liverpool tickets because not many people in Liverpool have. But other than that, we're doing great. The big show in Belfast is in the Europa, and we're doing really well there. So if you don't want to miss out, get your tickets there. Dave Elliott's Obsessed tour tickets are available now. I've had a link in the description now. Podcast. Have you seen any sequels recently that have been shit? Like I watched Happy Gilmore 2 and it was fine.
I just was too depressed to watch it. I just knew it just looked terrible. Don't know. Considering how good the first one is.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of modus operandi of what a sequel is, but
then,
I couldn't bring myself to it.
Do you find that sometimes that when you're in the world of comedy, you dislike having to watch comedy? You're just like, I've had enough. I'm comedy out here.
I don't think I have the attention span for much, even outside of comedy, to be honest. I find now it's just...
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm grand. Yeah. Ariana, I'm fine.
Hey, you're Ariana, yeah.
Sophia's control my mind.
Kevin Hart roast?
No.
Yeah, I saw clips. That's my whole life, just clips. Watching the whole thing. No.
Yeah.
Some of it was good and some of it wasn't. Too many non-comedians doing jokes that comedians have clearly written.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like The Rock was amazing. You're like, yeah, because he wrote the stuff.
Yeah. The Rock, we probably did.
Do you think
He's
so?
a master smack talker, isn't he, The Rock?
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen it yet. But this is annoying, and I feel really bad for saying this. Do you know whenever certain... I don't give a fuck, really, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
But do you know the way in certain things there are people, and they're like, you can't speak ill of this person because they're seen as like... So obviously at the minute, Shane Gillis, one of the most popular comedians in the world, see the way he holds a microphone and the people who copy that now.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, the two hands thing.
Can I have that mic over to give? So everything's always this. It looks like you're begging.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't like two hands on the mic at all.
No, see, whenever I like to hold the mic, you know what I like to do? I like to hold it real dainty, like it's a floppy.
Yeah. You do that, actually,
yeah. I don't realise it until it...
Yeah.
But then sometimes, and also the one arm behind the back, I don't like that. But see this? Here's the joke. I hate when people like laugh now.
Yeah.
Trump's gay.
Yeah, it's Ariana with a flake sort of vibes you're doing there.
Yeah, and this is actually like Cynthia.
Yeah.
Just have her like flown in.
Have you ever had any mic incidents on stage or anything? I don't know what that would entail, but just in case you do.
Is this sound going to be mental?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We'll get rid of that. There we go. Pass it on to you. There we go. But I had one incident that was quite problematic for me in that I was footering with the mic stand when the mic was in it, like trying to, and the mic loosened and dropped,
right,
and like really nipped my finger, and I was like, I remember at the time going, fuck,
yeah,
that's really sore. And I just kept going, and then I set the mic stand aside, and I was chatting away, holding the mic in this hand, and I was giving away a bit of, and then I flicked blood at something, and my hand was just bleeding. Just,
really?
It had just cut right in there, and the blood was just running. I was an audience member, and I think you just threw blood at me, and I was like, shit, so it did.
And then COVID.
Yeah. And then that's how it all started. But yeah, that was about it. And then I've broken many mic stands by like being over the top, hit them into the ground, and then I've gone to put it back in, and it's fucked.
Yeah. I've had nothing but like the early days of stand-up. It's the most terrifying aspect beyond like dying on your hole is getting the mic out of the stand.
100%.
Scariest, because sometimes you go too far back and hit you in the face, and you have
just
to pretend
muscle memory,
and you're like, and you go full Cosby with your lips, and you're like that.
Yeah. Oh, spike a load of people in the room and molest them.
Yeah, I won't forget this, so you have to. It's just spike everybody. But yeah, no, I've never had anything. But the odd thing of the cable coming out the bottom, and you have to have that.
And the wireless mics don't like that.
No, funny enough, we're in Hollywood right now. The last gig I did in Hollywood, mic did not work. I had to do 25 minutes with no mic.
Well,
Monroe, Hollywood.
Sorted out now.
Yeah, great gig. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
nobody heard anything.
No, well, maybe that's a good thing.
Aye, I'd say so.
People in Hollywood are very judgmental.
Yeah. Well, apparently it was weird. Have you done Monroe? That sort of setup. So it's a big long room.
Well,
so I think the crowd could hear me, but the comedians at the back who were also on were just like, we heard nothing, and then laughs.
But what is also weird is this room we're in now. Like if you're on stage here, that's about where the crowd is there.
Yeah.
And then all down there and all back there.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, but it was a nice time last time I was there.
Yeah.
You know, enjoyed it. The previous time before that, I didn't enjoy it. I'll tell you why. Because it was maybe 2 years ago, and the Masters was on, and they just didn't turn it off. So it was on TV beside me, and people were like, there's McElroy. And then obviously everyone in Hollywood was like, I was like, I don't know if you want me to be here.
Yeah.
But last time Ulster Rugby was on and they made them turn it off, and a few people were like, "Meh,"
Yeah.
but they had to listen to me instead. And it was fine.
You can
Enjoyed it.
sort of understand if it's like a seminal big sporting tournament, but if you were gigging in a sports bar and they're like, well, the gig's on, but also so is this badminton or like water polo or some real extreme ironing or something like that. There's some extreme shit.
Then how shit would that be if you're the one person and you're on holiday and you've tried to find a place that's going to show the curling, and you're like, the one place, and you're like, actually not. This bollock's going to talk about his scrote for the next hour.
I'm trying to watch leprosy volleyball here.
Oh, what a show that would be.
Would absolutely. It's a name. It'd be a good name for a bar, maybe.
Yeah, the leprosy volleyball. Yeah, that would definitely work. But there's the new sports are mental now. Like we spoke about it a couple of pods ago about the the running head first into each other thing that sort of followed from power slaps.
I've seen the power slaps thing, and I find it wonderfully entertaining.
Yeah,
explain the development.
It's where like in rugby where you like sack, or American football, you'd sack people or like tackle them. The people just start at opposite ends, probably about 20 meters away from the middle point, and sprint as fast as they can into the other person, and sometimes you win, sometimes you die.
Yeah,
that's
sport.
That's sport.
Yeah,
but I feel like we are going back to that stage where people are now so, like, I don't know, it's desensitized or something, or like they just. Like power slap, I don't know how you win power slap. Do you just not get knocked out?
I think that is kind of the thing. Because I think if you get knocked down, that's you done. Funny enough, I don't know the rules, but I watch the people put the baking soda in their hands and slap the sit.
But then you ever see the ones where like the people are still going and they're big fucking swollen head on them? Like that doesn't look like that's a fun time.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't.
And I don't know how you'd not be raging with the person slapping in the face.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep composure in a weird way.
Yeah.
But it feels now like if you want to get anybody to watch stuff in any respect, maybe they are desensitized, but like because there's so much in the world, like I've been watching people drop stuff on their foot, and as the video goes on, it gets worse and worse. Have you seen these videos?
Yes, on like TikTok.
Right? So they'll start with like a sock, a pair of socks, and they're like 0 out of 10 for pain, and it just builds and builds, and then they'll drop an air fryer on their foot. Yeah. But now it's went one step further, where now it's you have a harmonica in your mouth as you're doing it.
Yes.
So obviously somebody show you, but like Dick Van Dyke sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then now it's went one step further yet again. We have the harmonica in the mouth. You slowly but surely drop heavier things on your foot, but you poured fairy liquid or bleach all over your floor to make it slippy. Yeah. 12 million hits. Do you know what I mean? Why do we bother a whole doing stand-up when we can just literally drop a Bluetooth chainsaw onto your foot that you got in B&M and film it?
It's a very strange thing, isn't it? Like that a lot of people with, I think it's safe to say objectively, no talent.
You think so? The guy
Yeah.
dropping a rake on his foot.
Yeah.
Doesn't have options elsewhere.
Yeah. Like
he could have been a doctor.
But then, like, even nowadays, like even the TV shows, like you think who like it started off, I'm a celebrity. People would have maybe been famous for doing something, and nowadays there's a guy that plays video games that people watch. And you're like,
oh yeah, or is like a very distant sort of connection to somebody famous. Where you're like, oh well, my dog walker, he knows.
Yeah,
Jim
Davidson's long dread on her. It's like it's just it is so random. And like whenever you see like people that are like they have random names, and you're like they're like YouTubers do. I'm like, all right, sorry, oops.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just filming yourself and basically having the time and the ability to film and edit is the talent now, I suppose.
It's weird that like a lot of YouTubers choose to have like a funky name because you're trying to build yourself as a brand. So even like when I watch Captain Spunk, do you know what I mean? She's great. And do you know what I mean? And I'm very proud of her achievements as my auntie. But even like that Manosphere thing we threw, your man's called HS Tiki Taki, and you're like, funny enough, it's hard to take him seriously.
Yeah, you know what? See, whenever
what's your real name? Nathan or something? Like HS Tiki Taki.
You're a hard man. You
sound like a
HS Tiki Taki.
Yeah. What other name did you think? Scale Electrics or something? Like it's so stupid. Like, you're supposed to build yourself as a brand. Keep your own name.
His real name's Harrison Sullivan.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Well, Harrison Sullivan.
Yeah,
that's all right.
But then he probably wants to be like a man of the people, not Harrison Sullivan.
I don't know. I think Harrison Sullivan is better than HS Tiki Taki. Sounds like a boat.
What are some of the other shit names that some of these guys have nowadays?
Clavicular.
Well, yeah, clavicular. Like that's a weird name. He's the bone maxer.
Oh yes, you were explaining this before we started recording. I was not aware of the phenomenon.
But like, will like other people in different fields who maybe gain infamy start having nicknames like the Wests?
Yeah,
there's Rose and Fred West.
Yeah,
they're not going to be called like Westy McBesty or something. They're like, I know Dammer.
Yeah.
The Damarama. Banana Damarama. Like, what are they going to do? Like, it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
There's kind of a new streamer from Derry on the scene,
Uh-huh.
and he's called Heinz Beans.
You know what I would do if I was Heinz? Sue that guy. Be like,
Does he do stuff with
infringement.
beans?
No, he gets called Beans now.
He just gets called
Beans?
beans.
Yeah, so there you go.
Nice.
What's his real name, do we know?
I don't know, something Beans.
Yeah.
His real name's Branston.
Harrelson Beans, yeah. But that is, yeah. Like remember back in the day, you used to just get into bass of beans, and people do that at like Children in Need and all. That would be the go-to kind of
Baths
thing.
of beans. Do you know what? Yeah, I do remember.
But like, I don't know.
Have you heard? Do you know KSI?
Yes.
Do you know what his name stands for?
Can we try and guess on the pod? Do you know this?
No. KSI stands for.
Ku Klux. KSI. I know it didn't have energy drinks and stuff. That's
He does, yeah.
Right,
That
okay.
was very far into his career.
Kentucky
As KSI.
Sucky.
career.
I
Okay.
think he's in his room, he's playing FIFA, and this is how he started. He's like 18 playing FIFA in his room, and he called himself KSI.
King Soccer International.
Is King the K? No.
I like
I'm-
Kentucky
I'm-
Sucky, but I don't know what the
yeah.
I is.
I'm struggling with a K.
Cum, spunk.
Silent K. KSI, and we're not stopping the recording until we get it, by the way.
No,
So eat my hole until it's KSI.
Can you give us a clue? Give us one of them.
Well, basically,
Kellogg's?
there's a funny story behind it because
I bet it's not that funny.
it is kind of
Okay,
it is a wee
okay.
bit funny. So his YouTube name initially was KSI Olajide BT. So that was his like Xbox
Wi-Fi.
gamer
It
tag.
was like his Wi-Fi
Right.
passwords.
But his name is Olajide, and then he just put BT at the end because British Telecom.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
And then fast forward to about 2020.
But what's KSI though?
Fast forward to
All right.
2020, he decides he's going to say that KSI now means knowledge, strength, integrity.
Oh,
I think it's knowledge, strength, and integrity. I got it.
knowledge, strength, and
And he's got
integrity.
none of those things.
Well, he's got a big head, doesn't he?
He has got a big old
Quite a big loaf. There's knowledge in there.
Oh, you know, for such a big head,
Yeah.
nothing on there.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
but now he's judging Britain's Got Talent, so he's now
Really?
deciding who's the
So is it still Simon Cowell, who also looks a bit rare?
yeah. But
No.
now to be fair, like listen, I've learned this recently too.
Yeah.
When you get a facelift, you need to let it settle.
Yeah.
So see, whenever they're judging Simon, he's just had it done. He's all
Yeah.
give it a year. It's looking settled again. He's
Okay.
grown into his face.
Yeah, he's a human pint of Guinness. It was
Yeah.
too. You have to let it settle. But he looks like his body's trying to eat itself. He looks like
Out.
he's trying to suck himself in. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but yes, that's why the trousers are so high.
It's like, no, you have to put like a sleeping bag back in the cover and you have to stuff it in. It doesn't quite go in. That's Simon Cowell, and he's sitting there going, "Nah, you can't sing."
No, but then can he?
I'd love to hear him sing.
Yeah, and then obviously you have
Holden, she's still doing it.
yeah, Amanda Holden. She's
She can't hide anything.
no,
Even Ariana's going, "You fat hurry."
and then the other one who's Alicia Dixon. One time.
Oh, Alicia.
Yeah.
She's a good lad.
Oh, you like Alicia?
Yeah.
So
She's
out-
fond of it, the dicks being in.
Out of the panel, you like her? Old Dixon.
What was her wee group? Big Brothers? Is that her?
No, hers was called. Oh, what was her group's called? Oh no.
I was about to say Jamelia, but that was
Look,
just a solo
look up
artist.
the name of Alicia Dixon's group, but don't tell me what it's called. Cause it's going. I will
It's
get
not,
it.
It's not Sugar Babes. Or
No, oh no, we're going to sound like
Mistake.
could
So
be
so
it
scandalous.
could be mistake. You know.
Mistake.
Can you say is it mistake with Alicia Dixon? If it's not mistake, we'll still
You're
go.
correct.
It is mistake.
Mistake.
But then she was like the other two in Mistake sang, and then she would come in with some weird like MC and stuff. Okay, let's go.
Is that what she did?
Yeah,
She
and it's
did
like
the singing?
that's not the way you speak, Bet.
Yeah.
You know.
I always think of that, you know, Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre. Who's that guy doing the rapping? Who is? You know the guy that comes in and raps?
Yeah.
You're in there and he just stands in the back with a bottle of Lilt and just
Yeah,
get
I've
down with
never
yourself
seen,
and sacrifice.
like,
And you're like,
I've never seen him before or after.
yeah.
that. I was trying to think of a footballer like Real Fox or someone, but it's like a niche '90s footballer that it could have been. But
Yes.
because I love it, you know, whenever people do other things, you're like, that's not what they should be. Like the guy from Stranger Things is called like Dojo or something, and he sings that wee song.
That's
It's
right.
all
yeah.
over everything. I like when people do that. Like that's a surprise. that
Obviously,
they do that.
you're an Arsenal fan. Robbie Lyle, who founded Arsenal Fan TV, didn't he have a wee bit of a singing career as like a reggae musician?
Oh, I would love to hear that.
I'm not even joking.
Robbie the Bad Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually had like a bit of a. I don't know how successful he was now, but
I'm going to say not to because
yeah,
he
he has to do Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah.
Which,
He's a 50-year-old man that's a
Yeah.
YouTuber, so
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
If Robbie Lyle is his real name, maybe that's his.
Big up to Robbie Lyle. Yeah, it's just it's a scam name. Psst, it's only me. I'm sorry to interrupt this episode. I just want to remind you that Omnia Wellness are the reason that I'm wearing this sweet white shirt today, because they've given me body confidence that I previously did not have. And if you want to have body confidence and you want to move forward in your health and well-being journey, you can head to omniawellness.co.uk and you can see what they can offer, whether it's a personal workout program or it's nutritional advice, whether it's medicated weight loss like this guy's using. You can do that. And whatever it is that tickles your pickle at omniawellness.co.uk, you can get a discount of 20% by using the discount code SLYGUY20%. That's this right here along the bottom of the screen, SLYGUY20% at the omniawellness.co.uk. Or you can just follow the link in the description if you're one of those CBA guys. A bit like 99% of people these days. Follow the link in the description. You'll not be disappointed. Omnia Wellness are going to make me look hot for summer, and that's a guarantee. Right, back to the main app. Stop laughing. So one of the things we have discussed anyway is you're coming back with a podcast.
Yeah.
And you're looking at yourself, Rory Woods. Woodsy.
Yeah.
Would you maybe give yourself another, like a more hip kid's name?
Given Woodsy is part of the name of the show.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can do much else. What can you do with Woods?
Well, what you're in my phone.
Why am I trying to appeal to kids, by the way?
Like, I don't know, but you're on my phone and have been for a long time as Wood/Z.
That's right. I do love that. You sent me a wee wooden Z image one time.
Yeah,
with no context. And
I went through a period of time where like I get a lot of enjoyment out of doing weird things that I think people will look at and go, why has he done
it's
that?
Good you
and that's
stopped
funny.
that.
Yeah, yeah. But I remember once I found this picture online. It was like an A, and underneath it just said Aaron.
Yeah.
And this, I didn't make it. This before AI and all that stuff, or I had the capacity to do such a thing. I sent it to Aaron Butler and Aaron McCann. I was like, here, listen, guy, if you want to use this for like social media or something, like if you want to use this, you can just share that, like.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it. You don't need to tag me or like say I've sent it to you, but like just if you want to put this out for some branding.
Yeah.
And I think McCann was like, oh, cheers, man. And didn't obviously use it.
Yeah.
And then I think Butler was like, why have you done that? I'm like, listen, I just was thinking about you and
thinking about you.
And it's really, I'm like, you know what? I might should I try to find it?
Yes.
The Aaron logo here. And yeah. So if you're thinking, would there be anything else, or just you're going to go for your straight birth name?
Well, yeah, I think just like for the name of the show, at least everybody knows me as Woodsy. Really, like when people call me Rory, even though one of them's incorrect, it still even freaks me out.
Yeah,
it's my wife calls me Rory and stuff. That's weird.
And just to clear it up, you go by Rory, don't you?
It is Rory. But spelled Rory because my ma's awkward as fuck.
Yeah, so
right.
because that is one of those things, isn't it? That I thought it was Rory because there was another comedian who was Rory, and it's spelled slightly different but similar.
Yeah, spelled longer.
Yeah,
longer version.
I think you should always make it longer. I keep forgetting that Aaron McCann is not called Aaron McCann in my phone book. He is called Dealer Number 2. Right, let me scroll right back. This was years ago. I sent this classic Aaron logo. There's some.
I thought you were just going to Google a Aaron image instead
of
scrolling back through 13 years of WhatsApp.
You have to get the proper logo because this logo is what you would be described as class. Like, if you were to be sent this and your name began with A, you might like it. You know, it's probably problematic to put out nowadays. If you enjoy that. That's just maybe we face swap. A lot of fun, but I mean, this is not going to be worth anything. Some of the stuff McCann and I have shared with each other is quite impressive. Wow, a lot of fun. I feel terrible for myself for that now. It's
build-up's good.
It's looking like.
You should have some tense music.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the people love. Is they love it whenever you're. I found it.
Did you find it?
Yeah. I say, listen, man, see if you want that.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's quite good. Can you send it to
Like,
Ariana?
Do you think that's pretty good? Like, if you want to use that as a
wedding logo.
It does.
But if he wants to use that as a brand,
for his flower business,
yeah.
but
Delivering
flowers to funerals.
But
so you just sent him that, like, actually with goodness in your heart, being like, mate, here, I've made this for you.
I was like, listen, man, if you want this, and I think he was like, oh, cheers. But to me, I was like, that's funny that there may be the thought of that, but then, like, what if they were like, oh no, this guy's really trying to be helpful here, and I have to share it.
Yeah.
And they was like, listen, just so you know, because both Aaron Butler and Aaron McCann are not really known as Aarons. Do you know what I mean?
That's why it's Butler and McCann.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which again sounds like solicitors. But yeah, you wouldn't call them both Aarons.
No.
And then McCann calls himself Aaron in America, because that's what those guys call him, which is annoying.
I don't like that at all.
No. But my name's not Aaron, it's Aaron.
Yeah.
Two A's in Aaron.
Yeah.
Like, that's emphasised. That's
Ron.
Correct. Yeah.
If you did I'll do the Ron. Ron.
It sounds weird. Like, it sounds like see, when you dissect that, it sounds like something like a mental person would say.
Yeah. Ron.
Yeah. Wow.
Content.
Yes.
It's like,
And this is what we do here. Wow.
it's like low budget actors and they're trying to say Ron. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't know how to sell it.
Yeah. No, it's not working. That's not. These fucking guys behind the camera have just gone, this is shit.
Yeah.
So what we will do is move on
Yeah.
from Aaron. So, mate, what's coming up?
You can't put me on the spot now.
I know.
I didn't expect to be asked anything. I was hoping just to watch you go through WhatsApp
Yeah, I mean, well,
for
listen,
70 minutes.
that's what we'll get whenever we go over to Patreon.
Well,
I'm
dude.
telling you this, Dave,
Mhm.
that I think that you were the first person I ever saw do stand-up.
Really?
Yeah, here.
And he's
Boy-
never been back.
And look how
to
you've turned
stand-up.
out.
Boytown Live, 2017.
Right, where was that?
Accidental
Black Box.
Theatre, was it? Black Box?
Black Box.
Wow.
Aye.
There you go, yeah.
Don't remember that in the slightest.
No. No, it wouldn't have been what would be known as an all-time classic gig, I wouldn't imagine. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boytown, I believe, is 10 years old this year. Would
Really?
that be right, yeah.
Would you do anything to commemorate it?
I am probably, but whether Billy Big Balls will be up for it,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you reckon Shane will be alright putting stuff online? Or
Shane putting stuff online, I don't know. We need to
I don't
clarify
know. He's not. His presence is shocking. To be honest.
it. Yeah.
Well, it's the only reason I watched Peelers, just see because I assumed he was in it.
You
no
never
sign,
know,
no sign
like,
of Shane.
he might be in the next series, because there is a new series of Peelers. So
Are they
he
doing
could
a
be in
season
that.
2?
Yeah.
Really?
Season 2, yeah. Nolly's back, and I think he's probably done it because the first one was so successful.
Yeah. You know what?
So
You've got a good business head on you.
that's what I think is going to be a season 2.
Yeah.
Now, I did hear, not to say that I've got any insider info, but I have heard that they recorded enough
Mm-hmm.
for there
For
to
us.
be. But then you couldn't put people on it because things haven't progressed through
Yeah.
the legal. But now, like, apparently some of the good stuff is
Yeah.
going to go in season 2.
Well, you could tell that they have a lot of stuff and also reshot a lot, because there's a point in like episode 3 or 4 where Nolly is speaking to quite a higher up police officer.
Yes.
And he looks entirely different to the rest of the series, where he's been on Queer Eye or something.
Yeah.
He's got different hair, and
Bobby Singleton?
he's proper like Donny Osmond vibes,
Yeah.
and he's a wee bit thinner.
Yeah.
He's
Who,
got
Nolly?
he's
I
got
thought you meant Bobby Singleton, no?
yeah, he's got a revoed, and he's
Yeah.
sitting going like, "What are we going to do?" And
But no one looks great nowadays.
he looks lethal.
He looks
Not that
amazing.
anybody really will care and still call him a fat bastard.
But you know what? That is the thing. Like, I have a theory, and you know what? I'm going to ask him. I'm going to make it my point to ask him and be
Yeah.
like, listen, is that why you've lost all the weight? Because everyone was so
50
sly.
bellies.
like, you know what? 5 bellies is bad enough.
Yeah.
50 bellies logistically doesn't even make sense. Like, no matter how fat you are, you have one belly, but it's a big belly.
Yeah.
So just go really big belly. Be like,
you have the equivalent of 50
yeah,
belly.
yeah, like you volume wise. If you have in the one belly, it's the size of
Circumference.
Yeah.
I always find it so funny on that, though. They'd be like, oh, this guy's a notorious paedophile. Is that Nolan? Fucking fat bastard Nolan.
like, what? Like, yeah, no one's just there trying to do his job. God love him.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yeah,
That
prolific nonce. But now this guy likes crisps. What?
That was like, I think that might have
Bullshit.
been my favourite moment in the whole series, because most of the time anybody who spoke to Nolan did call him a fat bastard or slag him in some way. But when they were getting rid of the nonce out of his house, they were evicting it, like Big Brother, evicting your man from the house. There was a guy who spoke to Nolan, and he was quite aggressive, but he was reasonably articulate, where he said, look, anytime East Belfast is on your show, you speak about it negatively. And he made a lot of really, really good points. And you're like, fair play to that guy. He's clearly put forward a really good argument. But then the woman beside him goes, "You're a fucking fat bastard, Stephen," and just deflated the whole thing. Your man's just done a decent semi-TED talk about the perception of East Belfast and why he's put on his show. Goes, "Oh, you're a big fucking fat bastard. I hope you fucking dumped that wood chipper, you fat bastard. You commissioned to eat batter sausages, are you, fat bastard?" And he's just there going, I wrote shit out and got ChatGPT to polish up a wee speech to go, the perception of my community is not good enough. You need to do better. And he's like,
And dude's like, "Fuck's sake, man, like, this is my chance, like, I'm trying to
no airline's going to take you, you fat bastard.
Like,
You're like a Stennaline with fucking Smick on you."
I'm 50 bellies, mate. That's how you have so many bellies. Yeah, you'd have to buy like fucking 20 cars to fit all your bellies in. No, he's like, all right, that's really, really
Your
sly.
belly's like fucking IKEA.
Yeah, like your big belly's like a fucking house. No,
Yeah, it's like an Amazon warehouse. You're fucking fat.
you're fat, mate. Do you like food? Aye.
Maybe a bit too much, dare I say.
Yeah. No, he's like, but then the nonsense just escaped out the back, being like, "Oh, no one would have got away with the two if it wasn't for 50 bellies."
The nuns kept a good wee house, though, didn't they?
Tell you what, you say what you want to win about the nonsense. They're good at their housekeeping.
Considering he knew he was going to have to leave eventually, he didn't have to keep it.
What I enjoyed about that,
He didn't have to worry about his deposit.
but see that bit, they're like, "So you got put out last week. What made you think you could come back?" And he was like, "I don't know. I just kind of thought it might have died down." And they're like, "No, sure, listen, he gave it a week.
Yeah.
Fair play to him."
What happens now? Is he put that house up for sale or what?
I think it's perhaps social housing he was in. So, given my experience with rehoming nonces, what usually happens there, they'll have to be put into like a nonce hostel, and then which again, Netflix. There's the show you want to pick up.
Yeah.
Big Brother's got shite. Sign up.
Yeah.
Nonce hostel. Yeah.
Ramesh Ranganathan presents the nonce hostel.
And it would be Romesh would be in the studio when he said back it into the nonce hostel.
His teeth would light the place up, and that's
But
how he's bought them.
what's that one show? It's like secret gays, but like they're trying to find the one. Have you seen this show? And it's like they say that everybody's gay in this island, and they've to find the one person that's not gay, but actually nobody's gay. So in nonce house, in nonce hostel, they'd send them all in, people that look like nonces, but none of them would be nonces.
Yeah.
And you'd be trying to just get them. It'd be a great show.
Yeah.
Nonce hostel.
You have 60 seconds. You have to ask them all the questions.
Yeah.
Are they kids sexy or what? What's the verdict?
Lie detector.
Yeah.
No. Ding, 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 ding. Fuck.
There's a photo of me in the Isle of Man in 1983. What do you think of that? I'm building a sandcastle.
Yeah.
Howling at spade.
Back to the nonce hostel?
Back to the nonce hostel, yes.
Is that the name of the episode? I think
Nonce hostel, I mean, yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But 50 bellies is good too.
50 bellies is quite,
bellies. But I don't know, did you enjoy the Peeler show? Did you like it?
I loved I thought it was great.
I tell you one thing I do take issue with. Adam, the guy driving the car, every time they were like, and Adam's in pursuit, but Adam hasn't done the advanced driving course, so he can't chase him. And you're like, well, don't let Adam drive then. But someone else has done the advanced driving course. These wee guys in Scrambler, see you later. There's one guy at one point on a push bike, bye. And you're like, oh no, Adam has to drive to the speed limit. I think, what?
But like, you have to have a certain driving level to drive a police car anyway. So what's the difference between that and the advanced one? Like, just go quicker.
Yeah.
You're just chasing a her down. Just go quicker. It doesn't matter.
And then, but how stressful.
I know, he didn't indicate.
Yeah, and whenever they were driving in the old soft shell too, Tainted Love, that's scary. Yeah. That's Sean Connery's favourite band, Soft Shell. That's terrible.
Not a lot of people are going to get
terrible.
that.
No one will get it. But see the one guy that does,
he'll fucking beat that. Yeah.
But then you know what'll hit though?
Shell.
It just turns out he's in nonce hostel. I'm like,
yeah,
only the nonsense like it.
Yeah.
But no, Nolly will be back looking sweeter than ever in the new series.
Yeah, if he keeps going the way he is.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's already looking great.
He looks sweet, doesn't he?
Yeah. Then
have you seen him roaming about BBC this week?
I haven't seen him. I've been in BBC a bit, but I've spoken to him. I've spoken to him every day. We do a handover in the mornings.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes it can be a bit much whenever he's having a real serious chat.
Yeah.
And then comes over to me and I'm like, what way do you shower, Stephen? do you shower with the water going in your front or your back? And he's like, is this the content we're going to talk about? And I'm like, yeah, this is wick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is funny when it flips. But he was announcing today or a couple of weeks ago there now, it'll be that the Peeler series 2 was on the go. It's good. Now, how sick would that be if you have recorded enough for a second series you don't have to do anymore?
You don't have to do anymore.
And you're like, oh, sweet.
Yeah. I just loved it. Remember the bit they found the wee junkie den?
Yeah.
on Lisburn Road. He's like, that's mad. I go to a restaurant very close
Yeah.
to here frequently. And
Who
you're like,
would
what
have
does that
known?
matter?
Yeah. That guy doesn't have a nose. He's just got a straw.
Yeah.
What's going on? And then he's like, I'm just over here having
Guy
a
looks like he's in
dinner.
Dune Part 2.
Yeah. And then, then the guy that was in, he was like, should you be here? And he was like, squatters right, mate. And he's like, you got me. I just don't really get squatters rights.
Harry Squatter, mate, he loves it.
I actually love your man Dave, the police officer. He's dealing with all them. He's just so. He just
Yeah.
says it how it is.
Oh, he's so sarky, isn't he? Yeah, he's sharp as a tack. Boy, I liked him.
Oh, I like them all, like, you know.
Yeah.
But then I did think it's a bit of me. It's like fair play for putting your face out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because then you get the bad ones
I
after.
see
you.
like a load of people taking selfies with him, you know, like at the marathon and stuff last weekend, weekend before, and
At the marathon with the crew.
yeah, because obviously a bit of,
Yeah.
bit of security here and there.
So someone went to a garden centre for a tray bake and a coffee, and like, there's Nigel from the show. You know, like, and the best thing would be like
Sorry to hear you saw a corpse.
yeah. Don't worry about it. Here's a fucking
here's a
skinny
caramel
latte
square.
for you. Bring a wee low fat one to 50 Billy, sir.
Tell him to stop eating the fucking brookies.
But that was that was the one I felt the thought was the worst bit, was like the bit we were saying when Nolan was in looking great interviewing the assistant chief superintendent, and then he was doing like a VAR review, and the guy's like, he goes, now should he have sprayed him that soon? He's like, well, we'll have to review that, because the guy was walking up and he sprayed him and then he dropped the knee and all. They're doing like a full. I was like, yeah, if you feel awkward about that,
Yeah,
I'd be like, I'm
does-
probably going to have to talk to somebody about this now.
it does feel kind of funny that it seemed every crime that was on that show, the minute that the person who did the crime was arrested, they got complete amnesia, because they're like, who, me? And like, you just chucked a full pint at the car.
Yeah. But
Me?
But imagine imagine how gutted you'd be if you think you got away with a classic. Wee pint glass to the side of the car. And they're like, nah, you're on GoPro, mate. Fuck.
Yeah.
And he's like, what, me and all? And then he's like, it wasn't aggressive. And he's going,
It's funny how, like, I don't know, did you watch this with your good lady wife?
I did.
Do you find like sometimes it's like, that's not, like, some of the stories are quite heartbreaking, and Lisa would be like, that's disgusting.
Fuck their
Yeah,
comment.
yeah, they've heard.
Yeah.
She's like, no, that's horrible that people have to live
Yeah.
like that. And then when it came to like the bit where, you know, the junkie then and your guy was going, oh, it's my brother, but my ma's dead and my stepfather's dead and my father's dead and my brother's dead. And Lisa went, maybe he's the problem.
Yeah. I know. The
And I
common
was like,
denominator. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's something to do with him.
Yeah. Oh, but then, of course, you had your woman, Jackie, who was
Oh, it's just world
full of
famous.
show.
Like,
She was glorious.
Imagine the one day you choose to commit a crime and no one has to turn up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Imagine you throw that pint glass. Fuck, no one's here.
yeah.
Like, there would be
Really?
nothing that would be more degrading than when you've just been sprayed and your eyes are all pepper
Yeah.
sprayed. You're being, and then you look up and you go, what the fuck? That fuck's even know. You'd be like, have I died? Is this?
Nolan borrows a
Yeah.
pepper spray for his chips.
Yeah.
Shh. Oh, lovely.
And then what I also liked is, you know, when you get really annoyed, anyone gets annoyed, they go high pitch, what? And then like see when they get spat on, I been spat on, they spat on me, and like you would be annoyed, but you afterwards you watch it back, you'd be like, I wish I had a few keys lower.
Yeah.
Just get spat on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the guy who got arrested outside Tesco in Great Victoria Street. I'm from Crossgar, you
Yeah.
have it. I'm like, doesn't matter, your voice still isn't broke, dickhead.
See that one? I was a wee bit like,
Crossgar.
they're being a wee bit sly to that guy. Like, he
yeah.
was kind of, I was like, it's maybe a bit much, but then by the end you're like, you must have seen that in him because he's a bollocks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hurting my legs! Fuck ah! You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then,
From Crossgar.
yeah.
I sound like a rape alert.
I mean, I would love it if the police were like, fuck. Sorry, mate, I didn't know you were from
you're
Crossgar. There you
Crossgar.
go. Jesus.
Crossgar, your
My
highness.
bad. Yeah. But no, I thought it was great. I really did
I loved the
enjoy
whole
it.
thing, man.
But then, do you know, I was like, we'll watch one. We ended up watching the whole series.
Yes.
One
Binge.
go. Binged it.
Yeah.
I binged it. Like Nolan used to binge junk food, but he doesn't anymore. Super athlete.
Some people like brag about binging stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When they're like, I binged all the West Wing. And
Yeah.
like, binge a shower. How about that?
Yeah. You know what
But
I binged? I binged all the Walking
Yeah.
Dead in one day.
I watched all the Angeles. 25 minutes.
You know what I binged? EastEnders, done it all. Done it all on
binge.
the weekend.
Cock.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? We box had some dick.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, there's the weekend.
But when Lisa was chatting about Peters, she was like, there's just something about watching Smicks commit crimes is entertaining. And I was like, watching Smicks do anything? Is that just put a GoPro on a lot of Smicks and it's done? Because like I used to serve them all the time when I worked in Centra and see just them sometimes just trying to pronounce words.
Yeah.
You know, pan au chocolat?
Oh, what do they say?
Choco Panelat.
These are the choco panelat.
Gives a Choco Panelat, fuck's sake. And I'll never forget that.
A choco
And
panelat.
then mozzarella
Mozzarella.
instead of mozzarella. Mozzarella, mate.
But you know what they love to do when they're about to stroke something? Ask you, you going to do anything, mate?
Yeah.
You want to do anything on that phone there? Alright, mate. And you're like, I just usually goes, no bar and all. Like if you'd have gone, actually, no, I'd go, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? You going to use this yad ring? You going to get that now?
Are you going,
Aye.
you using a plasma screen or what?
See,
I want to watch peelers.
yeah.
Mantis on it.
See your glasses, like, can I have them? No?
My prescription, no.
Nice one.
See in contacts, you
Yeah. I got
You
my
don't-
lunchbox stolen in school once by a Smick.
Did you?
He goes, you look like you've a lot in there, mate, aye.
Oh,
I say, aye. He goes, not anymore, you know. And stroked it and just sat there and ate my lunch.
50 bellies.
Yeah. I know, I was like, not anymore, mate. 49 now, you struck my
Was
lunch.
he a Smick in the school or just a Smick that came in? It was just like,
No, he was Smick in the school. Now,
Yeah.
we did have some issues with Smicks in the school over the years because
Yeah.
I went to school. I worked with a guy. I went to school with a guy who would always moon the Smicks.
Yeah.
That was classic
Yeah.
because he was just showing them like. I don't know if you guys know mooning. It's when you pull your trousers down and show something. I know people nowadays don't do that because it's like sexual assault. But like, back in the day, it was
It's
just
like sexual
it was
assault.
just a wee bit of banter. You
Yeah.
show someone else your wee bum.
Uh,
Yeah. Do you know there's actually one particular guy that my friend always mooned at, and he called him the astronomer, and I didn't know. I thought that's a real detailed name. I was like, why do you call him the astronomer? And he goes, because he's always looking at the moon. And I thought that's 10 out of 10 for a school
That's great,
child.
yeah.
That's great. But he was mooning these he would be mooning these Smicks every day.
Yeah.
They go by and they'd be fucking raging, shaking the school gates. One day, wasn't the school gate open? Oh, I've never seen a more scared guy in my life. This guy, he sprinted. He actually ran to the principal's office to hide because the Smicks are fast.
Smicks are fast.
They are fast.
They need to be.
Smicks are faster than anyone else. And also the most marginalised group in the world in terms of their talent being, like, why are there not more Smicks in the Tour de France? Have you ever seen anyone with more natural talent on a bike than a Smick?
Yeah.
No. Can you imagine as well the Champs-Elysees are coming down the end of the Tour de France, someone's with the arms up, and wee Smick comes past, no hands, the Bluetooth speaker. All right, bro. Just
I
like
can't eat the snails. What are you eating snails for?
Are you
Fuck's sake.
going to use that bike, bro?
See that tour here all the time, or
Tour de France.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it and all.
yeah,
I won and all. What do you have for dinner? Bikers. Wasn't doing a race and all.
Yeah.
Looks at sport. And cat.
Mark the Triumph. He's my mate.
Yeah.
I love Smicks and the fact that they're always just going to be Smicks for life. Yeah, everybody's got phases where like you're a metalhead or a goth or whatever.
Yeah.
Or always going to be Smicks. Like 75, there should be nobody at 85 years old called Decky.
Yeah.
That's mental. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Decky.
But then, like, what the old Smicks do.
The same as what they do when they're young.
Yeah.
So they'll do go like Asbo shit and piss through people's letterboxes. But then, because of crippling dementia, they don't realise it's their own.
Aye. And then they don't have the wee dicks to piss through letterbox. They put the balls through and all too. So they're all
They just
over and
stretch it free like pizza dough.
all. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
An old Smick would be classic. And then they'd be
Yeah.
doing bad things to me, mobility scooter and
Yeah.
all.
Have you got like a favourite Smick moment in your life? Because I have one.
Oh, no, tell me yours. I'll have a
Yeah,
see if
this
I
is true. I ever tell you about I went to a music class with my first child,
Yeah.
first of two, and it was basically me and like a sort of like a lot of methody dads.
Oh, I was wondering. I thought
Okay.
you said meth. I'm glad you
Yeah.
added the OD to the end of it. Yeah.
Yeah, crystal methody. And a Smick came into the music class with his child, but like holding his child like a deck of Rockshore sort of
Yeah.
vibe, right? And it was like a sort of
Smick's
relatively
like
new
Rockshore.
class. It was about 3 weeks in, and there was a couple of new faces, including me and Smicky Gervais, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And the woman hosting the class was like, okay, so once you all sit down in a circle and put your child on your knee, and we're going to do a bit of a sing-song. We're going to sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
Yeah.
And as the song progresses, each of the daddies have to contribute an animal, and we'll just keep going. The idea of shite banter, but you'll eventually run out of animals. And I got to him, and he didn't know what to say. You know, Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on the farm he had it, and he panicked, Mr.
Yeah.
Smick, and just went, stroke. But he kind of looked and like, because he's seen everybody kind of,
Yeah.
some people laughed and some people didn't.
Yeah.
And anybody who laughed, he was like, oh, this is funny as fuck. So he tried to keep singing the song. I'm like, we
Yeah.
can't keep singing Old MacDonald Had
Well,
a Farm when
yeah.
you said stroke. With a stroke here and a stroke
Yeah.
there. Here a stroke, there a stroke, everywhere a stroke. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
He died, mate.
Yeah, stroke. So he did.
McDonald, you going to need that farm anymore now? You're dead, mate.
Are you going to need that half of your face, are you?
Oh, cheer up, McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, I've thought
Stop
of
dribbling.
a great Smick moment was I remember we were at the fireworks display at Sea Park one year, And there was this guy, and he went up to, like, there was a host and had a microphone on. He goes, mate, I've lost my mate, like, he's lost and all. He goes, oh, your friend? He goes, oh, can you do a shout out to my mate and all? And he goes, do you just want to do it? And he goes, oh, and he gets the mic and he goes, excuse me, I'm looking for someone, he's lost. And he goes, fucking Osama bin Laden, where the fuck are you? Yeah! And then he's like, what? And then the guy kicks it back, he's like, what? And it's classic, where's bin Laden, trying to find him at home. Yeah, so that was just great.
I just love the idea of you at the back here and that, and just being like, why is he holding the mic with two hands?
Yeah, I was like, what's he? Oh, but that was a classic, like, bin Laden, where Specs are great, like.
They're just great value. Just put a couple of GoPros on them and let them work and just go about their life.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's all I want to see.
But I feel like, are they a dying breed? They're not as classic as they used to be, I don't think.
Were they ever called? Did you know that they were called Spides at one point? When I first came to Belfast, they were called Spides, and then suddenly they just went from Spides to Smicks. What's the evolution there?
Chav.
Yeah.
Council Housed and Violent is what Chav stands for.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty mad.
Yeah. I thought KSI was hard.
Yeah. What's he called? Knowledge, Sexuality, and Intensity.
Yeah.
Substance, is it?
Strength.
Substance. Yeah.
Substance.
Yeah. Knowledge, substance, and intellect.
Yeah.
What a twat.
The Dave Elliott story.
TWAT. I'm surprised there's no one called that.
Oh, there is. They just don't know it.
That's what we call you.
Fuck off. But but do you, like, I actually don't think like full on practicing Smicks exist when they're old. Like,
I think it's for life. It's for life.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I've seen one past the age of 55.
Yeah, maybe the life expectancy isn't good enough.
I would expect like that's why only God can judge me. And you're like, nah, mate, not until I saw you got that tattoo. I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, I just let you be, but now you've got that tattoo. I'm like, why have you got that on you?
Yeah. Why are you 85 and drinking Boost?
Only God can judge me. You're selling cat from your pram. Like, what are you doing? Like, yeah.
You're selling a cat from your colostomy bag.
Oh, you'll never believe us, no. But like, I was a good one when I had to go out to like antisocial behaviour cases, and there's out to people partying and all.
Yeah.
And there's this one guy I remember was just he's a fucking mouth, like.
Yeah.
And just he was real smicked out. And what happened? There's I think what's affectionately known as in the industry as a doughhead, right? And this doughhead was in this flat, and he shouldn't have been a flat because he couldn't look after his own flat. And then I went in, and I was like, why do you have like, what's happened to your flat? Like, you got a grant to get stuff for your flat, and he just had a mini fridge. I was like, where's your, like, you got a big like American fridge freezer, where is it? And he goes, I swapped it. He goes, with who? And he goes, your man across the street. He goes, what did you swap him for? And he goes, I'm a TV, I'm a fridge, and he like all the shit. I went in his house like a fucking bazaar. It just shit everywhere. And I was like, hey mate, what'd you do? And he goes, I swapped it. No. I was like, no, why'd he do it? And then he was like, oh, you just made a deal. And then I went back to the doughhead. I was like, he said, like, you swapped that because you wanted to swap it. And he goes, he said if I didn't swap it, he would kill me. I was like, all right, that's fair enough. So then I get the police, and then we eventually swapped it back, and that guy saw me in the street right after and goes, you're a bastard, you stole that stuff of mine and all. And I'm like, you told him you were going to kill him, he didn't give it you. Like, that's blackmail. Yeah, fuck. But it was, you feel bad from like the wee doughheads and all. Like, you shouldn't really have a house by yourself, mate. No. Like, you're not capable for it. Yeah. You know. Fair. Yeah, it's bad. You're making pot noodles in the microwave. That's not right. Yeah. Like, pot noodles just boiling water. You don't need to put it in the microwave, especially with a fork in it. Yeah. You know. And take a wee soy sauce out too, mate. You don't need that.
The salt on that alone.
No, it's fucking.
You'll not see the winter.
No. But they were good old days. I loved that. Back in the old antisocial days, they're classic.
The Asbo days.
Oh, some of them were amazing. Like, some of the ones you're in that being like, this is a prank. Yeah. There's no way someone's doing this. Yeah. Like the young woman with the dog shite in the communal area was a classic, and I went around her house and she was watching, I think it was Jeremy Kyle, but she was lying on the sofa really like laid back, and like I was like, she's like, you have a seat, mate, and I'm like, you're good. Because the dog's also shit on this seat. And then as I was talking to her, like deadly serious, being like, look, you need to pick up after your dog. If you have the responsibility to have a dog in the flat, you need to look after it. She's going, oh. I think, what's she reaching for? It was just ham, just slices of ham out of a packet as I'm talking to her, going like, and in my mind I'm thinking, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, can you not wait a minute before you just attack the box of Denny? Like, no, she couldn't.
I served a Smick one night in Centra. He got a Sean Connery again. Yeah. Smick. He got a tub of coleslaw and paid for a bag, and he dumped the tub of coleslaw into the bag and just put the tub in the bin and just had a bag of coleslaw. and I still think about it.
Do you know in his wee head he thinks this is fucking genius? It's a life hack.
Fucking coleslaw by a bag.
What do you have, mate? There. What's in your bag, mate? Coleslaw. No, what's that? Oh,
It hides the gun. If you have a bag of coleslaw, you could smuggle drugs in it. No one's going to.
But who wants to like do a line of coke from a bag of coleslaw?
He found out.
And I tell you what, I've once had a spiked potato salad, and that was a trippy experience.
Yeah.
I went to a circus person's house party once.
A circus person?
A circus person, yeah, and then they'd
Like a
spiked
ring-
all the food, and I didn't know.
What do you mean a circus person?
Like, you know, people that work in, like, live in the circus guys that rented
Carnies?
Like, yeah.
Carney Schwarzenegger?
Mark McCartney. Yeah, McCartney's old boy. But no, and then they were in this party, and they're all like fire breathers and fucking trapeze artists and all this party. And
I think we're missing a chapter. Why are you there?
I used to work with this dude in B&Q. And I went there. Me and my other mate went, and we were the only ones who went to this party. And it was wild. And like we knew something was up as you walked up the drive, and there was like topless
elephant.
fire breathers. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And he went inside, and there was all these crazy people. And I was eating a load of potato salad, and there's loads of cats all over it, which is weird. And then next thing I know, I was really like fucking lightheaded and shit. And then I ended up sort of passing out in this room, and I woke up, and my vision was there was Hagrid from Harry Potter playing the drums, and that's exactly, there was a guy exactly like Hagrid playing drums in this room, and I was like, oh fuck, that's weird. And I went out the front again, and I was like, everything was spinning, and the mate I was with, he was spinning too. And then the guy whose house party it was like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, we need to go. This is fucking really weird for me. And he was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, have you drank too much? So I said, no, I haven't really drank anything. I just got stuck in that potato salad. And he goes, oh yeah, we put a wee bit of extra something in that, if you know what I mean. And we're like, no, we don't. And he's like,
green onions.
drugs. Yeah. And we're like, all right, okay. And then I was my biggest concern, this is how I knew it was fucked up, was I was like, the cat was eating the potato salad, so I'm sure there's a dead cat just completely whiteyed out. So that was the weirdest part
Why
ever.
the potato salad?
Because they're drug guys.
But why potato salad?
Because they just had laid out a spread where they had sprinkled different bits of drugs in, so people were all like edible shit.
But was there anything that wasn't spiked that you could actually just enjoy?
The drugs?
Yeah.
The drugs are fine.
I don't think so. But then,
It's the other way about.
yeah,
And the cocaine was spiked to potato salad.
yeah,
There's just a bit of parmesan.
just
and
coleslaw.
salt.
Yeah, oh, fucking tell you what, that cook smells shit. You're like, oh no, that's parmesan. I gotcha. But the weirdest thing about it was they had just loads of like garden furniture and like wooden benches in the house, and I'm like, that's not normal. And we're smoking inside, and I didn't think that was good.
Salt and chili heroin.
Yeah, but I mean, tell you what, spice bag.
Yeah, that's what I want to see from food reviewers.
But yeah, that was an experience, and tell you what, it was fun memory. Now looking back at it, good time. Spiked potato salad.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I wouldn't
Smicks
eat
would love
communal potato salads.
No,
No.
I mean not again.
No,
And you know what? I think my character, you know, back in the day, whenever you weren't like a seasoned drinker, you didn't have a taste for it yet. You just turn up with a quarter bottle of Goldschlager and 8 WKDs.
Goldschlager.
And that was it.
The stuff did not cut your throat. It's not the urban myth.
Yeah,
It'll
but I
cut
mean,
your throat. And
and
you
then
get
you got
drunk.
drunker quicker.
Yeah.
No,
And people used to bring it into like festivals because it's in a plastic bottle, so it was grand to bring in. It was Ariana Grande to bring in.
Yeah.
Trivia.
I wouldn't like it. Yeah, maybe throat cut.
Fine
for me.
enough. Did you get the dick cut? No problem.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get the neck cut at all.
A vasectomy of the throat.
You know what? I'm going to say I don't want blade near me.
You're racist, are you?
Is that a thing?
Wesley
Is it?
Snipes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Blade, you're dead. Blade 3, Triple H, great moment.
That is good. I like that film.
Yeah. Jack Blade 1 and 2, though.
I do, yeah.
Pearl, what a guy. He got absolutely mogged, didn't he?
I had 50 bellies.
50 bellies, Pearl. Apparently Pearl was a woman.
Really?
Allegedly so. I thought Pearl was a dude, but they're like, nah.
To actually reevaluate my life, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, I hate that we had to choose back in those days.
Nah.
Pearl would just
Genders
be
and all
sort of,
existed back
yeah.
then.
Binary? Nah,
Yeah.
not for me, mate.
Nah, not
I was
keen.
about mind your own fucking business. Binary doesn't make any sense. Cut that for a clip. There you go. Hey, I was about mind your own business, but I wouldn't say mind your own binary, but I fucked it.
Yeah.
And even that's shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's too late for this. Too late for the podcast. Too late.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're back.
Aye.
It's good to
Got there and
it's
then
good
I
to
became a
see
dad
you.
again, so yeah.
You've become a dad for the second time.
Yeah.
And how have you readjusted to having a second child compared to one?
Just did twice as much as I did when I had one.
Yeah, you know what I always found difficult about having two was I was like, oh no, there's a sweet new baby here that we can just like do shit with.
Maybe.
But I'm like, oh fuck, I've got the other one. That's kind of ruined it.
Turns out you have to look after both.
Exactly.
Haven't had them.
And that is a problem.
Yeah.
Because I found whenever we had the first one, that was great. Because then you could just take the baby downstairs. Like, I get into the habit of every morning at 4 o'clock, I'd get Holly downstairs, watch some Breaking Bad, and she'd just go to sleep on top of my chest and I give her a wee bottle, and it was lovely.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't do that with the second one because I already had her. And I'm like, you're ruining my vibe here. I'm trying to watch fucking
Farmer Wants a Wife.
Species. And like, why are you down to disturb my
Sean
vibe?
Connery's
Yeah. Species. Stick that up your
Stephen
arse.
Nolan.
Oh, imagine, it's such a shame Connery's dead for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stephen Nolan on
Yeah.
Pillars.
Yeah. Pylander.
Yeah. Not anymore. He's great shape. Good Nolly.
Yeah.
Puts me to shame, like.
Big Nolly.
Not so much, just Nolly now.
Keep Nolan.
Lil Nolly. She a Lil Nolly bitch. Yeah. Anyway, do you have anything you want to promote? Anything to keep an eye on you? Where can they watch?
Just give me a folly on the Instas and all that stuff.
Insta, what's your tags?
At Rory Woods Comedy. Very original.
You know what I'm going to say? That's also a shit
Even though
gamer
it's
tag.
Rory Woods Comedy technically.
Rory
but it's
Woods
spelled
Comedy?
Rory Woods Comedy, yeah.
Would you ever consider just changing your name to Roy? Roy Woods. He exists, doesn't he? Roy
Yeah.
Woods?
My granny called me Roy, but that was for mental reasons.
Nice.
And that she just thought it was my name. And
Do
then
you-
when I used to work for EventSec, who work in the Odyssey
Yeah.
Student, they passed that law that you have to have a name tag and be approachable, and they couldn't figure out my name, so they printed out Ruben instead.
Ruben.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I sound like a Lilt
Ruben
representative.
Woods.
Yeah,
Ruben Woods sounds like, no offence, a bit of an arsehole, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, and he was at the time.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're going to take that in Croke Park. Going, the
Like,
toilets are over there.
Yeah.
Today, this could
Yeah.
be.
I'm going to put it out there, say I don't think I know any sound Rubens.
No, any Rubens are big Sly Guy fans.
Yeah. Sorry.
Apart from the fact you're named after a sandwich.
Yeah. Nah.
Fuck all vibes, man.
I remember Ruben used to have a sandwich shop in Belfast and passed away because he fell down the stairs.
Yeah, because he wasn't sound enough.
No.
Do you know what I mean? To coordinate.
Damn.
Down the stairs. Ruben stuttered. He won American Idol season 2.
Dickhead.
No, he's not nice at all.
A total dickhead. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. I want to bounce on and continue this fun chat on the
Yeah,
Patreon.
on
You know
the
what?
Patreon.
I'm actually entirely baffled as to where we're going to go next.
Yeah.
I don't know. This has been probably the most random podcast we've
Yeah,
done.
for sure.
But it's been great.
Yes,
And it's been
thank
lovely
you.
to have you here. And
you
what
for
I am
having
going to do, first of all, is do a pee. So if you want to
Go do
see
that.
post P DV, patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast.
KSI.
KSI. Knowledge.
KSI.
Spunky intestines. Blah, blah. What's that mean? Aye.